It's October 5th. The reason I've got a close-up here of my fingernails and cuticles and fingertips is because I've been experiencing a lot of pain in two specific cuticle and fingertip areas since last night. It started up again. Now, these pains, sometimes they come, sometimes they go. Like I said, the pain presentation, the very bizarre pain presentation, and these are specifically pre-smoking pains. These are pains that come just before I smoke. That all started in 2016. And they, like I said, the pains evolve, but the pain presentation is always the same. It's always before I smoke. Now, sometimes it could be something more ongoing and more persistent, but they feel exactly like the pre-smoking pains. They're exactly the same. So even though they don't occur immediately prior to when I typically smoke a third of a cigarette, there's exactly the same pains, and I know what they are. I'm the one that's been experiencing these pains for the last almost 5 years now, when everything hit. So these pains that started last night, they've come again. They're on the left side. I'll show you the left side. But what's the other side of this is the permanent discoloration. This also happened in 2016. So basically it all ties in, that yellowness of the nails, which I'm going to show you, that permanent discoloration, all ties in with the pre-smoking pain presentation that all hit in 2016. So as you can see, the yellow there, okay? And first of all, I don't smoke that much to cause my fingernails to get permanently yellow within like a month. Like, I don't know, like, does this mean I did an incredible amount of smoking in 1 month that permanently stained my fingertips? Like, they grow. They're growing in yellow. It's been 5 years and I've been observing, watching them carefully. They're growing in yellow at the rims. Okay, so that's very bizarre. They're actually growing in yellow at the rims of the nails, as you can see here. I'm trying to, oh, something's going on here. There, see, you see that? Okay, you see the yellow there, and then there too, okay? Not only that, but they're swollen. They've been very swollen. And also I noticed that the end of the bottom of the nail, I think you can call that the cuticle, the bottom of the nail, where the skin is, where the nail meets the skin, that has receded on each one, okay? That receded very, very rapidly, same as the yellowing of the permanent yellowing of the cartilage, okay? So as my nails became permanently yellow, growing in yellow, the cuticle area is growing backward. It's receding. I'll show you on the other hand too. Okay, but you can see that. Like, I don't understand how it could grow out yellow, how they could be growing out yellow. And I definitely don't smoke that much. And remember, it all happened, like it all turned yellow in within a month, I think, in 2016. It was very fast. Now I'm going to show you the other. Now the funny thing is I don't smoke. I don't smoke very much, like 5 cigarettes a day. Now I don't smoke with my left hand, but the left hand has yellowing. The yellowing on the left hand of happened at the same time. So as you can see, you see the yellow there, okay? That is not that's not any kind of, you know, pumpkin that I've been baking with or anything. That is a permanent stain. That is growing. It's growing out yellow because it's been so long. And I was thinking at the beginning, when all this torture started happening, I was thinking, well, you know, they'll grow out. I'll clip them, and then they'll grow in good again. They'll grow normal, but they don't. They grow in yellow. This is how they grow in. My nails grow very well, actually. I'm constantly clipping them. My nails grow very well. That one, I don't think that one's as bad, but I think you can still see it. I'm struggling here trying to get a... I hope my stalker isn't manipulating anything here. And there, that one there, you see that's the baby finger. You can really see the yellow on the rims of the nail. That's how they're growing out. So that's really bizarre. I don't even smoke with my left hand. So that's really, really bizarre. Remember, these are the kind of things I've told my sisters. I've said, I've pointed these, I've desperately tried to tell them that the symptoms are very, very bizarre. The pain presentation is very bizarre. I've desperately tried to tell them this so many times. And at first they were turning it against me and saying I need to see a psychiatrist, even though I've got like permanent marks all over my body. But now they've abandoned me. Then they decided to just abandon me. And there's a huge elephant in the room, if you know what I mean. And they've completely abandoned me. So I'm just sitting alone here doing this video because I started to experience pain again last night in the fingers and cuticles, specifically the left hand, the index finger, which you can see is yellow, and the baby finger, because these pre-smoking pains, they're like I said, they're constantly evolving. The pain presentation stays the same. It's pre-smoking and smoking, but the pains themselves evolve. So yeah, and then I also wanted to point out, aside from, okay, so these are permanent. These are, I want to point out, these are very permanent, sudden changes to my body, like the weight gain, the sudden weight gain of 30 pounds, which I can't get off. I just want to stress that for me to gain any weight is, I'm 54 years old. For me to gain any weight is really, really atypical of me. For me not to be able to get it off, if I want to get it off, is even more atypical. It's really bizarre. So, and my body's changed. I feel and look like I'm pregnant. My belly's changed. I've actually got, I actually developed cellulite on my body, which I never really had. I never had that before. Okay, so hold on. Now back to here. Okay, now I'm just trying to get a lot of shots of the yellow. See, the nails are growing out that way with that yellow. And it reminds me of the yellowing of also in my eye contour areas on the lids of my eyes. And you'll see that in a video, the last video of the Walmart MasterCard. You'll see the yellowing I think it's in there. You'll see the yellowing in the eyelids. There's a permanent yellowing. So my sister said to me once, that's before she abandoned me. She said, "Oh my God, you've got yellow all over, all under your eyes." And I said, "Well, that's not cream or anything like that, or a mask or anything. That's just there." So I think it was shortly after that she abandoned me. So yeah, you can still see the yellow stains in my eyelid areas. You can still see them, they're there, as well as other very, very scary demarcations, like permanent white teardrops on the bottom corners of each eye. There has been permanent damage in the eye contour areas. This is definitely not the only permanent discoloration that I have experienced over my body. Okay, and yeah, and so I also want to stress here that these, like I said, sometimes, like last night, the reason I'm doing this video is last night I started to experience incredible pain. It's very painful because it's also, it's the cuticle. You can see, like, I want to show you this one. Hold on. This is the one. See how swollen that is? That's what I was talking about, the recession. That's what I was referring to when I was talking about the recession of the cuticle area. You can see that there isn't that layer of skin there that I used to have. It's like somebody just came along and burned it all out. So that's very odd. Okay, so it kind of it's gone, it's widened and swollen, and then at the same time each cuticle or the end of each nail has receded back into the skin. The skin has, or I should say, the better way to describe it is the skin has receded back. So look how swollen that is. So that's the one that was causing me incredible pain. And then there was this one. Okay, and it's very much, I noticed a lot that just before I go smoke a third, and if anybody was watching me, they would know when I typically smoke a third. It tends to be a routine type of thing. So just before I routinely go smoke a third, this would start to flare up and pulsate in pain. And I can't stress enough, it can be very, very painful, very painful. So I'm going to end it there. You've seen the yellow, the permanent yellow, even on my left hand, which I don't even smoke with. But even if I was smoking with my left hand, like this hand here, like for it to just suddenly turn yellow within a month when I turned 50, and so much happened when I turned 50. It's like, obviously it's not right. So I'm just going to end this off now. I'm just by myself as usual. I don't talk to any adults. I'm just doing the best I can because I've talked to doctors, I've talked to lawyers, I've talked to my sisters, I've tried to get in touch with journalists and female activists, but there always seems to be something wrong with the phone. I can't seem to reach them. I've told the police, completely useless. So yeah, I told the police I was hacked. But they said, oh, there's nothing they can do. So obviously they're useless to me. And I do have a stalker. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think there's any point anymore. So I'm just sitting by myself documenting, writing down this stuff. I'm very much a historian, so that's what I do. That's what I believe is the best thing to do if nobody's listening to you and if you're being persecuted at the same time.